Okay, this is question number 7. It's using the triangle proportionality theorem. It says if a triangle is cut by a line that is parallel to the bottom side, which we have here, then it separates the sides that it cuts, which is this side and this side. It separates those two sides into pieces that are proportional. So they want to actually know what this piece is here on the top. So I'm going to write x over 36 equals 105 over 35. And this reduces to 3 over 1. So if you want to cross multiply, you can just go like this. X equals 36 times 3, which is 108. And that would be choice D. It's number 7. Okay, so walkers in a park have different benches where they can stop and rest. How far is it between bench A and bench C? So those benches are at those points there. So we want to know how far is it from here to here. So a couple ways to do this problem. One of the easiest way, we'll just call this X, and this is the and we'll just have to make this, since they told these are right angles in here, that forces these to all be parallel, so we can use the 3 parallel lines theorem, and that works out like this. It basically says it cuts the parts into proportional fractions. So the top part here to the bottom part here is going to be the exact same as the top part here to the bottom part here. Now be careful, we want x so we can get the whole distance. X is not our final answer though. So if we cross multiply this thing, we get 300x, and the other one is 672 times 125. That is 84,000. So we'll divide by 300. X equals 280 feet. Remember, all these distances were in feet. This is 280 feet. So how big is the total distance from A to C? From A to C, it's going to be 672 plus 280. It's 215. It's 952 feet. That's our answer. 952 feet. And the choice is answer choice A. So you'll notice there 280 is one of the answers if you don't answer the right question. Okay, so be careful on B that you read it carefully. Sorry, on number 8 that you read it carefully. So they want us to find the value of x in this problem here, and the first thing is there's what's it called as the angle bisector theorem in section 8.4 of the textbook. That big red angle has been cut into 2 equal angles because they marked them both as like right there, the same angle measurement. So it's cut in half. If it's cut in half, then we know the 2 pieces here, those 2 pieces, are in proportion. You can make a fraction out of them that will be equal to the pieces of the sides. And you notice there's the small side and the large size. Well, that's and the longer side. Well, that will match with the small piece to the big piece. So that 5 and that 7's got to go on top, and that 17.5's got to go on bottom. So when you cross multiply, you get 7x, and you get 17.5 times 5, which is 87.5. So you divide by 7. Good thing I got a calculator so I can do that division really fast. And it's 12.5. And that's choice C. Okay, it's the same almost problem as the previous one. We know that the big angle here in red has been cut into 2 smaller that are equal angles, so it's bisected. So that gives us a good clue. This is the angle bisector theorem. And so right away we go to the sides and we go, okay, this divided by this can be something that we can use. So it looks like the big side to the small side. So I want the big, the big piece, I don't know what it is. The small piece is 16. So we got to do some thinking about that big piece there before we can do it. Well, this big piece really is, if you take the two pieces, the blue and the red piece, and they'll add up to 56. So question mark plus 16 equals 56. If you want the question mark, subtract 16, and that's 40. Okay, so this is going to be 40 here, not question mark. So we can cross multiply, or a little trick here. You don't have to do this way. You can just go ahead and cross multiply. You're just going to need a calculator. But if you don't, you can try to see what goes into 40 and 16. It looks like you can divide them both by 4. And you'll get 10 over 4. Oh, that's even better. That's 5 over 2. So let's make this equal to 5 over 2 instead. We'll have smaller numbers to deal with. We'll get 5x. We'll get this, that's 115. Then we'll divide by 5. X equals 23. And that's choice C.